Can you do YOLO on the edge?
Yes,
Uh, how many parameters is it?
I is 4.
The whole idea behind edge computing is that you can take a model and install it on your microcontroller or whatever it is, or whatever your system on chip is, and all of a sudden you can perform stuff without having to search for stuff. Right? It is capable of doing stuff. So things like if I want to do, if I take like an image net and put on a chip without the internet, it should be able to look at something and say this is exactly what this thing is. So that's what edge computing is. It's like you're pushing the intelligence to the hardware itself without having to use the internet. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we are doing actually. And for the YOLO V8, we have actually run a model, or I've actually personally run a model on a Raspberry Pi 3B,
But it's still
and it
connected
was
to
a
the internet,
V8
or is it
model.
not? It's still
No,
connected to
it's
the
not
internet.
connected to the internet.
Oh.
No, 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 no. Without internet
Okay.
connection. Yes.
Okay, it's very interesting. I'd love to see more of it. But like I was telling Alex, the thing that all of you that is doing hardware, you guys should focus on manufacturing, right? One of the
Okay.
biggest places you guys can play a role is in manufacturing. So they'll tell you, oh, go and buy manufacturing this in China. The thing they don't tell you is that to buy one is expensive, but to buy plenty is cheap.
Mm.
But people don't have that money to buy one. So you can do things like, can you build some simple system on chips or some simple retrofits that can now buy something that already works in China that is already cheap and put your own new system on top of it to give it more powers, right?
Mm.
But also, you don't have to sell things like that in multiple numbers because you're selling to you're selling to manufacturing, and manufacturing won't even buy like that plenty. So that way you can now
Mm.
build them for servicing, for maintenance, for all those other things, right? Same thing, the
Yeah.
same way you don't need to sell an ATM machine every time to make money from ATM. You do the
Mm.
ATM the first time, then you now start making residuals on top of the ATM, like a vending machine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Thank you so
But
much.
amazing work. Total amazing work. I love it. Yeah. I mean, the
Thank you.
quality is just way high, to be honest. Like, it's extremely, like, it's literally the things people are trying to build are basically pure core engineering. And I love it. Okay, thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
We thank you to all that. We have synesis. Have you fixed your issues?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, share your screen.
Okay. Um, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Nabu Emmanuel, confident mechatronics student, and I build Synesis. So basically, Synesis is an on-chain intelligent entity that can navigate the blockchain itself and execute transactions autonomously based on user intent. So at Synesis, we believe that language is the primary UI. The way God created the whole earth with just the words of his mouth. That's the way we believe that transactions on chain should be. You speak and the thing carries out the transaction. So we this is how money has been the movement of money has been evolving. So from barter to cowries to gold to currency. So Synesis aims to be like the first agentic wallet that actually understands the user. Because the problem with what let me say Coinbase and other agentic wallets are building is that they are not user specific. They are not like agents that you give a wallet. I mean, if you've been on City, you notice that there was a time where a user, where an AI agent lost about $50 million to simple Morse code prompt injection. So all those security problems and personalization problems are what we are solving with Synesis. So with Synesis, there are no seed phrases. We use MPC multi-party computation to for that. Then we don't use like hexadecimal addresses so that you can just be like send to so and so person so amount of USDC and it does it on its own. So the capabilities of silences are like huge. Like I can't even comprehend it yet because the thing about silences is that is modular, is scalable, meaning that if you build anything on Solana, you can bring it to us, we convert it to a skill that the user can call from the interface directly. And then it can do compound tasks on its own. Meaning that if let's say you have zero Solana in your wallet, but you have like 100 USDC, but your instruction to the to Silences was send 0.1 Solana to so and so person. Silences has the intelligence to actually know that it's supposed to convert USDC to Solana on its own before sending to that person. So yeah, that's another one of our capabilities. So we built it more like the human brain. We are trying to emulate the human brain when we are building it. Basically, it collects inputs and then it uses VG vector to get the necessary skills and injects it into our model. The model we're using for this is actually Cloud Sonnet. It injects it into this model, and the model like thinks out the necessary steps to take, and then it carries those steps and sends it to our executioner. Our executioner uses our necessary skills, which are like limbs, to carry out the transaction. And at the end of every transaction, it documents what it actually learned from that particular action. Maybe you are a user that likes low slippage, or you're a user that likes maybe prefers USDC to SDT. It keeps those things in mind when it's carrying out the next transaction. So you have like an on-chain financial assistant that understands you. So you can see here you can do many things: recurring tasks, conditional tasks, compound tasks, depositing into escrows, depositing into yield compounders and all that. So the limit is actually this amount of skills you can actually bring to the project. So yeah, as I said before, security, modularity, scalability, and cost. We are secure because the LLM is not holding your keys. So you can't just send money because for send transactions you have to put a pin. So you can't send money without your own approval. Then modularity means that one skill does not affect the other one. So if this skill is broken, it does not mean our silences is broken because there are many other skills that can take its place. Then scalability means that anybody building on Solana, as long as you can call your smart contract, you can interact with your project. So basically, we're solving this issue of where you have to like navigate multiple dApps to like be able to like navigate the blockchain. Maybe you have to go here and swap, you have to go here and bridge. Then here there's no liquidity, so you have to go to the other side. So we are bringing a system where you actually just can just tell the agent your intent, and then it goes to the blockchain and actually knows the easiest and fastest path to take. Then cost. Unlike agentic wallets that have these reasoning loops, though reasoning loops have their advantages, but the way we design silences for cost is such a way that if you give it your intent, it finds the fastest path and then it compiles the task and sends it to the executioner. The executioner itself now carries out the transactions. So the cost is maybe per call is like 0.000 something dollars. So our financial model is actually just adding fees on top per call, just like X4 too. So we add fee per call and we charge you a fee per call and we carry it. And the interesting thing is that Solana gives us this ability to do parallel execution. Unlike EVM chains, due to the issue of nonces, I can't really execute tasks parallelly there. So on Solana, we can at least give you, even if we can, because we are still exploring the possibility, but even if we can't give you parallel execution directly, we can give you the illusion of parallel execution because it's faster
Sorry,
and you can carry out maybe two
sorry. The
unrelated
call is ending in a few
at
seconds.
the
Like,
same
you
time.
can join the next one. Sorry to break you short. So you're not taking
Hello?
up the I mean, the call is ending in a few minutes or few seconds rather.
Okay. I think that was all on silences.
Your review will be said in the next call. Just join the next one.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, this network is dropping. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, so please, we are going to adhere to time here, so we can have everybody. This is second hour, and our guests can't be here for much like stretch of time. So we'll just work with 3 minutes each, so we can have all the teams present. We just have an hour to go. Thank you. While we wait for them, let me drop the order of the procession again.
All right, are we missing anybody? Yeah, I wanted to ask if what she was reading was just like a wallet that uses voice commands and AI, I think, for reasoning. That's just basically what I wanted to understand.
Okay. Um, can I speak?
Yes, yes. Well, I think you are echoing, so try to figure out what is the problem.
Uh, Let me. It's probably now.
Still this thing. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Why we are different from, as I said, our competitor is actually anybody that can give an agent a wallet, as I said before. But we built Synesis to number one be scalable and to be personalized. Now Synesis has a decentralized memory that it writes user preference to. It actually has 3 layers of memory, but I don't go into detail. So it documents the user's preferences, it documents the user's the type of transactions the user likes to make and all that. So it's like more personalized. It becomes more like an assistant instead of just an agentic wallet. Then it's scalable because anybody can contribute. If you build something awesome on Solana, we can add it as a skill and be able to call it just from chatting. I mean I built a skill. I can't show the demo now because the I was starting npm run them and my laptop is kind of down. So I built this skill where you tell sinuses what you know basically, and sinuses gives you markets on from poly markets where that you can actually trade what you know. So let's say you get insider information on a particular niche in life and you tell it what you know, it brings out um, poly markets that you can actually trade that opinion on. So it's just that sort of thing where you can anybody can contribute. If you're building anything awesome on Solana, you can bring it. And then agentic wallet scammers is actually not smart enough to actually know that okay, I can actually swap this to achieve this. So it's just like saying an AI. It's just like saying having an AI side by side with an ID. It's not the same thing as maybe having actually integrating that AI into that ID to be able to remember stuff that you're doing and all that. So I don't know whether you grab what I actually mean though.
I'm sorry, I kind of cut I was cut off a little bit. It was kind of a bit bad.
Sorry.
Okay, I was kind of cut off. My internet was kind of bad too. I don't know. I missed you at some points. You are saying
Okay.
something around you could add a skill depending on the type of product that think is interesting and all that.
Okay. So I was saying that anybody can add a skill to Synesis, meaning that if you build something awesome on Solana or even any blockchain, and that's another capability of Synesis is cross chain, and we are even exploring this possibility of removing the friction of gas, having to buy different gas tokens for different chains using one of Circle's infra called Paymaster. So you number one, you transact almost everything on Synesis using USDC. The point is that the user doesn't even have to know that Solana as a token itself exists or those sort of things. He just has to state out his intent. Do you want to send somebody? Do you want to make money off you? And Silex finds the best possible route. And the thing about Silex is that it's personalized, meaning that it has memory for each user. It's not calling it a wallet is a limitation. It's like something that understands you're a financial assistant that handles what you have. And you can also set up like recurring tasks. Buy BTC anytime this happens. Buy BTC anytime my balance goes below this. Or buy BTC every Friday. Send so person every Friday and all that. So
So
there are
basically,
like a
it's
lot of
like
things.
it's like an agent of on its own that has its own wallet that kind of carries out transactions and everything, but it just basically does the transaction based on your personal preference and all that.
Yeah, simply put, yeah. I'll not state like that on my own, but yeah, simply put, that's the idea.
Okay, so that's for a layman to understand, by the way.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we'll have the next thing. Oh, I didn't drop the procession there. We have safe release. If you're here, you have this flow. Safe release.
Presenting now. Good evening, everybody. Okay, I want to share my screen now. Share your screen. Good evening, everybody. I don't know whether you can see my screen. Is it so connection? Just come here. So much. Hey, God, I think that's okay. So much.
We can hear you. You can go on, please. We don't have time. We want to take everybody before this call ends. We
Okay.
just have 48
Sorry,
minutes.
is that the network is currently unstable, so that's what's the issue. Good evening.
We can
All
hear you.
right.
Just yeah.
Safe Release is a secure escrow platform and a service marketplace built for Nigeria. I don't know if you can see my screen yet. It holds clients' payments until a job is confirmed done. Then it releases the funds to the provider. Every transaction is permanently recorded on the Solana blockchain as a proof, meaning nobody has to take Safe Release word for anything because it is actually the evidence is public and is verifiable to anyone. So now what is our problem statement? In Nigeria, service payments run entirely on trust and hope. That means from the client's pain points, they fear being scammed, and for the provider pain points, when a job is being done, they'll be like, how okay, we've not seen the money. So they have this fear of being ghosted. And this is a trust issue that Safe Release is trying to solve. What Safe Release does now, Safe Release stands as a middleman of every transaction. The client pays into Safe Release, not directly to the provider. The money is held in escrow until the job is being done. And the client approves the fund and the funds are then released. No one has to go first and hope for the best. Both sides are protected by the same system. Okay, how it works? Let me explain. Client and provider agrees on a price. The client pays into Safe Release. The funds are locked in the escrow, and when the provider completes the work, the client approves, and the funds are then released. If the client if the client has doesn't get like what he needs, the funds are frozen and an admin resolves it. But in provider, so they can never be ghosted after delivery. So we are sure of your money, we are sure of the safety of your money. Safe Release also have this marketplace whereby many businesses can register their business there, and they can put up their portfolios. People can see what they do and call them for services, and they use Safe Release. So now, how is Solana being integrated on Safe Release? Every transaction on Safe Release is verified and permanently recorded on Solana blockchain. When a client pays through Paystack, the back end calls the Solana network and it records the agreement on chain. It records the agreement on chain and stores the transaction signature. Let me show you my demo on how it works. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. Okay, this is a transaction. I don't know if you can see this. Okay, this is a transaction. Come here. Okay, this is a transaction I carried out on Safe Release, and here is it. It's being verified on Solana blockchain. So now we are going to press verify on Explorer, and okay, and there is it. We can even take out the link and put it on anywhere, and
Okay.
you see the
I remember we
transaction,
said 3 minutes each, so
the transaction
everybody can
process.
present. So thank
Can you
you.
hear me?
Yeah, we can catch it. So we can 3 minutes each for everybody. I think you exhausted your time. So
Yeah, so I still want to understand why you guys would want to save stuff like email addresses and stuff like that on chain. Yeah, I get it is immutable and all that, but then there are types of data that you don't have to store on chain, right? You can store status codes, you can store booleans, you can store values and all that, but storing like a full object of data, that's a lot. But yeah, is actually like cool. I like what you just described, but I think you should figure out the data that needs to be stored on chain and the data that don't need to make it on
Okay.
chain. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. We are going to work on that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, we'll have the next thing. Yeah. Quickly, please, no wasting of time. We'll have team better after that Delta. Please, team better, you end by 9:20. Yeah. That's 3 minutes. Let's keep to time so we can have everybody speak.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you all can hear me. Okay, this is Tim Beta from Mechatronics Engineering Futo, and we're here to present Centrix. Let me share my screen. Wait.
Please, can you see the screen?
I don't know if you can see the screen.
Oh, not yet. Can't see your screen yet.
Okay. Uh, Please. Wait. Sorry, I'm finding it difficult.
What's the issue?
I don't know, I'm finding it difficult
Okay,
to.
study then you can present, please.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Hack4John, the team leader from StudyLearn. The problem is that imagine a first year university students, they begin the semester excited and determined to do well. But as the weeks go by, they face challenges that make consistent learning difficult. Many students struggle to find quality study materials, past questions, and reliable academic resources. They have no structured study plan, no personalized guidance, and no system that helps them build consistent study habits. And the result of all of this is that students don't study enough. And when they don't study enough, they prepare poorly for their examinations and they underperform academically. And that's why we built a solution to this problem. StudyLearn is an all-in-one academic learning ecosystem that fixes this by combining AI study tools, community feature, and learning structure into one platform. Students can get instant help from AI study tools. They can track progress and build consistent study habits. They can study with their course mates in study groups. They can follow guided learning paths instead of guessing, and they can stay motivated through gamified rewards. And also, students can purchase courses from verified tutors on the platform. Our business model is we run a premium subscription model where students pay 2,000 naira per month or they pay $2 in Solana. And also, we get money from tutor course sales. So tutors can onboard on the platform, they can create courses, and when students purchase these courses, we take a commission from it. So we have some of our competition like Google Classroom, Notion, Quizlet, and Coursera. And most of these platforms, they have limited study tools for students. They just focus on one feature like course management or note taking or quizzes. But also we combine all of these learning tools into one system that students can use to study better and learn faster. So our competitive analysis is StudyLearn is AI powered. We have a lot of AI tools that is used to personalize learning paths for students and help them prepare for examinations. We have Solana integration and we have gamification and motivation. When students study, they get XP and rewards that they can get from the app. And also, we have the community feature where students can connect with other students on the app. And we have over 600 plus beta users. Students from different universities across Nigeria have signed up on our app. They have tested our app and they have given us early user feedback, a lot of positive feedback from students. Students like this product. And also, we have a couple of subscribers who have paid real money on the app. So I'm just going to go straight to the demo. This is the StudyLearn website. You can access it from studylearn.com. And we have also built the mobile app for offline based learning. You can download this on the App Store and on the Play Store. On the dashboard, students can see all their analytics, like their total XP, the active courses, their learning streak, and a couple of study tools like PDF Summarizer, flashcards, timetable, goals. On the courses page, we
Okay, thank you. Your time, your time. Yeah.
Okay, I think my problem with people building stuff like this is that how do you get people that would sell courses on your products? That is one. Because I know a lot of people that are also kind of building same thing. I think there's also LFX in Futo that also like provides something like this. Um, Obviously, how you need to compete against them. I know you good UI is enough, but obviously you're also working in an environment where students are also coming to learn, which means that the university also provides them with educational resources and all that. And one of the best places students actually get their educational resources well is some go to Udemy, some go to YouTube, some go to and some can also get it from Google. So how are you going to like provide niched educational materials where students are also going to be learning that will give them these experiences and make them want to use your product more than like me when I was a student. I maybe tomorrow is test where I know for sure I'm going to need is basically YouTube. Just get one of these Indian channels and I'm good, right? So what will make your product to be that product that instead of me waking up and knowing that oh I have to rush to YouTube to go to an Indian channel to get resources, I will prefer going to a product to get all those resources, right? And for the competitors that you have in school like LFX and the rest, how do you intend to actually like tackle some of those ones?
okay. I'm going to start with LFX. The LFX app that they currently have just focuses on two things or three, which is just giving students past questions and giving them access to study notes. But StudyLearn is unique because it has AI powered tools. Instead of on the app, you can get access to everything that LFX gives you, and you also have AI tools. So if you're done studying and you want to like test yourself on more questions, you can just type in a particular topic or upload your PDF and it can generate questions from your learning material instead of just working with only the past questions that you have used in the past. So, which means your learning is broad. And we also have this learning paths feature whereby you can just type in any topic that you want to learn, and our AI is going to search for resources from all over the internet, YouTube videos, article links. So this is where personalized learning comes in. You can set in your preferences. Let's say you just type in something. Okay, sorry. So you can set in the preferences, and after setting all of these preferences, our AI can help you generate these courses. And also, the the main focus of this platform is not, you talked about the tutor, but the main focus of this platform is not the courses, is the AI tools that StudyLearn gives to the students. So the plan is when the app has gotten a lot of users, then tutors, when we advertise this platform to tutors are going to be very much interested in the app because we now have a large user base of students.
All right, all right, okay. So who is the next person? I guess how many more products are remaining to um
Okay, how
Demo,
do I
yes.
explain?
Okay,
Is
please, sir,
yeah,
I
seven.
think we are ready. This is team better. I think we are ready.
Yeah, about Nick, how many more products are remaining?
Probably like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. That's eight. We have
All
to.
right, so let everybody stick to 3 minutes so we could actually finish before 10 o'clock.
Okay. 3 minutes, please. Next person. You end by 9:30, it's in better. Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. I don't know if you people can hear me.
Yeah, we can. Your time is ticking. 9:30.
Okay. This is team better, and we are here to present Centrix. So, we all know that one of the major problems that we are facing is the problem of insecurity. And not everybody can afford a CCTV camera or bear the discomfort of a dog. And also, users need a way to get notified when an intruder enters their property, and they need a way to view each and everything that is going on through a live streaming. They also need a way to have each make sure that each and every of the activities are being recorded for future references, and also reply to threats when there is any. That's why we come up with Centrix. So Centrix is actually a smart security system that detects motion, sends alerts to the Centrix app, allows the user to respond to threats, view each and every of the activities going on in the environment through a live feed, and also have every of the events recorded. This is how Centrix works. Once this is how Centrix works. Once a motion is being detected, an alert will be sent to the Centrix app through the help of Alerta, and leaving with the user with the option to view each and every of the activities through the live stream. And when the user enters the app and start viewing everything, the user can be left with the choice to respond to threats if it's actually something that is not supposed to be happening. The user can respond to these threats by either alerting the buzzer, because the bot has a buzzer. So he or she can alert the buzzer for the people around to know what is going on. And also, the user can shut down the door if he or she is making use of a security door. Then also, the user can call any emergency line, which is 911. Then moving on, my teammate will take over from the Solana integration and the app.
Now, the Solana integration. Centrix uses Solana to create tamper-proof record of security events. For every motion event data is generated, a
The slides are not
cryptographic
moving.
hash is created. The hash is stored on Solana. Benefits: we have the event verification, tamper resistance, improved trust and accountability. Now, Alerta integration. Aleta acts as the central management platform in Centrix. Instead of only notifying users, Centrix uses Aleta to organize, prioritize, and manage incidents from detection to resolution. Now, we have the Centrix app. The Centrix app is there, so the bot will not work only manually but work in accordance with the Centrix
Okay,
app.
yeah, I think your time is up. Yeah.
All right, so I think I kind of like what you guys are doing. The fact that you guys understood the part where you don't have to upload all the data on chain, but the hashes of those data, which means that I've forgotten the term that they use for it. Okay, something like a Merkle tree or stuff like that. But you guys are using hashes. So where if any data changes, the hash won't remain the same, which is actually like a smart way to also go around it. So you don't have to like store those data on chain. But storing a hash of those data is also like a secure way of saying, okay, we don't store your data on chain, but the hashes of those data we store on chain. So in a set where the data is not is sorry, the data is compromised, um you will actually know, which is also cool. So the time is short, and I guess you guys will also like maybe make it to
the final hack for photo day. So it will be interesting for me to actually like see everything you guys would have done from then so far. So, but yeah,
Time. We have just 30 minutes, 28 minutes to be here,
Okay.
so we have to be very fast.
Can you also see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay, so this is Team Delta, and we're here to present space. So we can all agree that a large number of office workers and students, they spend large number of hours spent towards their screens, and many of them don't realize the effect it could have on their health. And we made a research. It shows here that a large percentage of people suffer from health issues that is related from bad posture. Now, the truth is, many people know that bad posture is harmful, but they're not able to act on it. And correcting posture is something that people tend to forget easily. That is why we built PACE. PACE is a posture detecting desk companion. It is composed of a bot that monitors your posture in real time and integrated with a mobile app. Now, how PACE works. PACE possesses an ESP cam that detects your posture in real time, and then it sends the event to the backend, which does the processing and alerts or sends the notification through the OLED screen on the bot and alerter. Then your progress gets logged. So I'll just move over to the tech stack, but I'll talk about our Solana integration first. So every time Pace detects a posture, it sends the event to our backend that validates the data and interacts with our Solana smart contract. Now, we chose Solana because of its high speed transaction processing that is suitable for recording frequent records of the of frequent wellness records. Yes, sorry. So instead of storing the verified records on a traditional database, each of them are stored on the Solana blockchain with details. So it gives the user ownership to their data, which they can share to either their healthcare professionals or fitness coaches. Also, since this is a camera-based device, our top concern was on user privacy. So the Solana blockchain came as the best solution for this. So Pace uses a wallet-based identity for each user to keep their records safe. Now, Aleta is our main
Okay,
notification.
thank you. I think we have exhausted the time. Thank you.
Okay,
Please, Alex, do you have something to say about this?
how was it so far?
oh sorry, I think the time was short, so I was able to like get everything, but that's how pitches are. So I think you guys should learn how to maybe, I don't know if there is time, but I could have maybe walked you guys on how to like create like an outstanding pitch deck. It has to be straight to the point, short problems. So pretty much, so the template is literally one liner, problems, solutions, markets, um yeah, market and teams, right? Then you would also maybe any other extra thing is something like roadmaps and all that. And also there are different pitch decks for different purposes, right? But an ideal pitch deck for a hackathon is literally your one liner, a problem, a solution, the market you're trying to like get into, and then what do you call it again, your team. So that way is actually short, and then with the short pitch deck you can now do the explanations. So why I'm saying this is, if you are doing all the explanations on your pitch deck, then there is no need explaining anything to the judges, because they're literally going to be reading your pitch deck and also trying to be explaining yourself. But when your pitch deck is short and straight to the point, and you just read out from those one liners, it's easier for you to now explain those your short points, and then is now you now save the time for both your judges and a time for yourself. So the questions can now come in for where people don't understand or for where you fell short and all those type of things. So I want you guys to always maybe if you have like a very big pitch deck with a lot of explanations and all that, try visiting your pitch deck and see how you could actually like cut on the excess text and the excess documentations that you've done there. There's a reason why a documentation is a documentation and a pitch deck is a pitch deck, right? Try as much as possible to convey or relay all your information in the shortest time, right? And also try as much as possible to also pass in the information about your product in a one liner. So hey, the name of my product is this, and this is what it's all about. So maybe and also try not to use the filler words of revolutionize, yada yada, and all those type of things. So I wish it's actually like going to be a long time, but I really like have all those times for this. But just use this and try to see what you do around your page there. But yeah, interesting stuff.
Okay, we'll have Team Cisco. Thank you very much, Alex. Team Cisco, you're here. If you're not here, we'll have Team Giga. I think I saw them here.
No, no, please. Hello, good evening. Good evening. I'm trying to share my screen. Good evening,
Okay.
everyone.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Not yet. Like your screen is not up.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Not yet.
Hey, Jesus. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you see it now? Oh. No.
Yeah, I can. You continue. Your time is you have like 3 minutes. 9:42.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, everyone. So this is Team Cisco. We have noticed that women have to use multiple apps to manage their health, like one for their menstrual health tracking, another for checking their calories, and another for their fitness. And there are very few platforms that are concerned with the wellness of the pregnant women. So we designed this mobile application called Push, and Push is going to be able to deliver all these features in one space. And for there are so many concerns regarding the privacy of the women's records. Like now we have Flo, which is currently facing a lawsuit, a lawsuit about women's health records being leaked and all of that. So we integrated Solana such that the women will have control over their records. They choose who are able to access these records. This is the demo for the app. This is how the app looks like. This is how it looks like. And in the app, we have two modes, like the pregnancy mode and the menstrual mode, as it is intended for the young girls and the pregnant women, and also for women who aren't in the pregnancy phase. So when you pick either ones, and you can get to do your schedules. We also put the calendars for the tracking of the menstrual cycle. And for the hardware is designed on Fusion 360. This is how our
It's just me. I can't hear you anymore.
board looks.
Can you can you guys hear me?
Please, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can. Well, I think
Okay,
your well,
okay. The aim of this app is that we are working towards making women more confident about themselves and intentional about their day as well. Women get to know that their records are safe, and they also get to plan their days, and everything is just in one app. Thank you.
okay. Okay. Yeah. So we have.
All
I
right.
think we have.
Yeah, interesting presentation.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So why you now um imputing the data on the blockchain?
How we what?
I'm seeing Solana integration. So what's Solana integration there about?
It's so that like now, yeah, there are women that like now when we researched about Flow is currently facing a lawsuit. The Solana integration here is to allow the women control who has access to their data. Like now they are able to share it, like something like a view once where the person gets to see it, but you cannot edit what is being sent to you, and you can also share it to another person. And it's also meant to make sure that these records are tamper resistant. I think that's like the basic function of Solana as well. So that's all we have for
I think
the
I'm
Solana
using
integration.
so I
And
think
as
I'm
for the
using what
Aleta,
salads here, but then there are things you could integrate like privacy and all that. But I still try to put it out to you guys that there are data that don't need to make it on chain, right? You don't take
yeah,
people's flow data, I guess it's mensuration data, and you put it on chain,
okay,
right?
okay,
And stuff like that. So you could all there's a team that is
okay.
hashing data and storing it on chain. That's fine. I'm quite alright. I also need to also understand that Solana also has like a limit of data that it can always take in for different accounts. I think that's like about Obadnike, remind me how many like, is it MIB is that again? So there is a limit of data that you could actually put in per account and all that. So all those things are just like big words, but in general, what I'm trying to tell you guys is that some of this information is better off maybe you're hashing it and putting it on chain, or you're storing it on a database and then you're hashing it, or you're using metadata and all that. But please, important information don't need to make it to the blockchain, right? It's public. So people's emails, people's flow data, people's name and all those type of things. You don't really need to save them on chain. You can save stuff like boolean numbers, etc. And it's not really necessarily going to be a problem, right? So just visit the app, ask yourself, why should this data be on chain? Like, what is the reason? Do I think this because they're literally saying that people are collecting lawsuits for leaking of data, and this time around they are not putting it out in the open. So basically, if you use someone say wallet address to actually like encrypt it and save it on chain. Basically, if I want to decrypt it, all I need is the person's wallet address. Unless maybe the seed and all that. I don't know it, but if I should know some of them, then it means I can decrypt it and know what the data there is all about. Or what if the person's wallet is hacked? How are you going to go about it? And all those type of. So try to ask yourself a question of what data needs to be on chain and what data doesn't need to be on chain. Once you get that question and get the answers to yourself, you will now know the type of data that needs to make it on chain. And also, you guys should not forget that I know that maybe some of the what do you call it again criteria is that you should integrate Solana into your applications and all that. There are also products that don't really need a Solana integration at that moment on their product. It's totally fine for you to say, okay, at so and so time, this is what we intend to integrate into our application. Solana, maybe payments. I like the guy who did something around ZK. You literally see like a detailed work rundown of okay, this is why I'm integrating ZK. This is why I'm doing it. NIN so it's still the NIN is not unchanged. Just like a proof that okay, if you bring this person's NIN number and this hash together, it's literally going to provide so stuff and all that. And it literally makes sense, right? Okay, for those of them that are also doing the one of the hashing, it doesn't make sense. So, but I'm actually like not really impressed seeing people's email, seeing people's data on chain. Is a blockchain for crying out loud, and is a public is a public infrastructure, which means that anybody can literally like see whatever you have there. So you guys should also know that data privacy is also a thing. Why trying to see, oh, we are going to store the data on chain and all that. I think this will be the last time I'll see something like this. So if you have something that you build that is still going to be around something that I've said, like it's just like take corrections and know, okay, this is the data that should make it to the blockchain. This is the data that we should store in our database. Maybe we should make use of USDC. Maybe we should make use of this. Maybe we should make use of that.
So yeah, it's just a matter of asking the right questions, and then you will literally know the right. And if you do research, you will basically get the right answers. But yeah, I think it's interesting.
Okay, thank you very much. I think most of them are just new to Solana integration, so they don't know much about data to store on, data to be stored on chain or whatnot. Yeah, it's like pretty new to them, so they're just exploring. So thank you for the correction. We have Giga and Vantic. Please, we are behind time. Can just take 2 minutes. Just walk us through your project quickly. Tell us how you integrate Solana if possible. Yeah, just a simple walkthrough. Let's see if we can take all. The call will not extend past 10 o'clock. So let's just be fast. If Giga is not here, Vantic will have the floor. Okay, Vantic is not here. Francis is skip here. Is my mic? Can you hear me? Yeah, so we have, okay, let's have Sun in the Sun and
All
then
right.
Code Craft.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, continue. Yeah.
All right, let me share my screen.
Please be fast. Just 2 minutes. Walk us
Can you
through your
guys see my
project.
screen now?
Yes, I
Okay,
can.
so good evening, everyone. I'm Dan Chibuchen, team lead for Team Son. So with Son, the problem is computers. Modern computers are powerful, but they still need us to do almost everything. They still need us to do most of the work. They still need to take commands from us. Also, AI can answer questions, but it can't really help us work. And also, most times AI chatbots tend to be obstructive. That is, we have to go to other apps to ask questions and get the answers. And there's no really real time assistant. So with Son is an AI that works with you and works for you. So a new category. So if you plot a business graph of real time and capability, you notice a trend that Son gives real time assistance and efficient capability, while other AI assistants they don't really give as much as we would like. So some does everything you do better, faster, and simpler. Some does everything you do better, faster, and simpler. So what some can do is can observe, think, create, execute, operate one companion every stage of the work. So now the fun part, blockchain integration. So a built-in Solana wallet lets Sun handle payments and as naturally as it handles files, as it handles files. So you can send money to your friends, pay for subscription, buy domains, do anything. You could even buy gifts for your friends or even your girlfriend on her birthday or Valentine's Day. So one companion every device. So some lives on your PC, but you can access some from your tablet, your the web, your phone. And in the future, for the hardware guys, Sun will be able to be implemented in hardware products. And also in the future, we plan on having wearables, smart wearables integrated with Sun. So Sun, now I think I've been using too much word salad. So let's get in La La Land. So imagine saying Sun help me launch my startup, and Sun research competitors, buys domains, designs the website, builds the website, does everything for you, and voila, you have a running company. Isn't that amazing? That's like crazy. So this is just the beginning. Computers shouldn't just follow instructions. They should help us achieve more. And yeah, me some. The future is
Yeah,
bright. The as
I
yeah,
think I think this is interesting. I think this is interesting. Since we don't really have time, I think I'll just like keep my reviews for now so that I can go through the remaining products. So how many more persons?
Since just 4.
All right, so
Giga,
everybody three
you here?
minutes so
Giga
that
is
we'll
not
be
here.
finished.
Vantic once again. I think I saw skip here. Okay, we'll have code crafters. If you're not here, then create chain. Lastly,
Good evening, everybody. Please, can you guys hear me?
yeah. What team are you presenting?
Code Crafter, sir.
Okay, you have 2 minutes. Please be very fast.
I'm coming. All right. I'm representing Team Code Crafters, and we built what we call Campus Flow, which is a stress-free campus powered by blockchain. And what is the actual problem that we wish to solve? So normally, we know in the Nigerian educational system, or let's call it institutional system, clearance, confusion, manual verification, and also safety gaps in most institutions. Most institution faces, most freshmen in each university, they face usually long queues. They face being introduced into a system for the first time. They are just being confused at times, and we also know of how fraudulent certificates are arising in each universities nowadays. So Team Codecrafters, we built Campus Flow where we used blockchain and also Aleta SOS system to create a safe campus powered by blockchain and also with Aleta. Now, how do we plan to solve this particular problem? We plan to solve this particular problem by having our smart digital clearance system where which can be tracked by each students and can be done from their comfort of their homes and with their phones. And we also have our blockchain powered certificate verification where any certificate issued by a particular university will be hashed and saved on the chain. And with that particular hash, you can use it to verify that particular certificate through our verification portal. And we also have our SOS campus system where just by clicking an alert on our site, it sends your location, your name, and the help that you need to the security teams, which
Okay,
will
thank
and
you.
also on the
The time, so we can hear others. So I think reviews will be kept for the ending. Let's just hear the next person. I think
Okay,
well,
good
Giga.
everyone.
Okay,
Vantic.
Vantic, David. Okay.
Come on. Okay, can you confirm your screen my screen? Okay, okay, can you see my screen? Okay, I'll proceed. So where is on the screen is Suva. Oh, Suva is a money app for everyday and one massive where the middleman on chain. Think about how you move money today. Trust-based money always have like a failure mode because everyone has to go. Someone has to go first. Like, if you are buying something online or if you are running like an job, which we call circle, you are with your friends, someone or a person is carrying all the risk. If someone defaults or run away with your money, you or your friend like you have no recourse. So with Truva, we fix this. First is the global peer-to-peer. We fix it in four ways. First is the global peer that is sending money to anyone. Second is um second is an escrow, meaning that if you and a buyer to cut a deal, this is locked in our contract. This is when both sides in a deal confirmed like so. Third is purpose. We rotating rotating savings, also locally known as Agile, where the rules of the group saving are enforced like by a contract and everyone locks the security stake up front. So if anyone defaults, the contract is their stake cover the player. No one gets it. But here's an interesting feature, which is permissionless right investing. Normally, as if you want to buy Tesla, Apple, and Nvidia, with Truebuy, you can own them instantly. We are leveraging X stocks to make this possible. So there are zero broker sign up, zero QIC, and you can hold assets non-custodially from day one. So we are giving users or people a simple familiar app that feels like a normal fintech, but under the hood, it gives them trustless transactions, automated group saving, instant
Yeah,
access,
okay, thank you. I think your time is. We'll have the next person. The last person, because 3 minutes. We have Giga.
Alright, yeah, good day everyone. So, right,
Yeah, Kusi. Yeah. Just have a minute so that in the last 2 minutes he can give final speech to you. Exhibit.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, we can hear you,
Good evening,
Kusi.
everyone. So my name is Gus Surgical. This is a neighborhood marketplace that you can find skilled workers in your neighborhood. So there's a problem where you need a plumber, you don't know any plumber nearby, you need a service worker particular, and you don't know, you can't vouch for them and all that. So Giga solves this in like in two things with permanent reputation, where every completed job creates like a digital certificate that's a compressed NFT and it's minted onto the person's wallet. And there's a guaranteed payment through escrow where if the client hires the money will be locked in a program controlled by an account on Solana. So there's no private key, only the smart contract and move the funds. And there's also the AI assistance where you can just say, hey, I need a plumber to fix myself, and it just notify service providers by under the hood, the contract is the escrow account is automatically derived from the client ID and the job ID. So the platform basically pays all the fees. It's act as like we have two fronts, but we are three under the hood kind of doing all everything technical. So when you sign up, a wallet is just created, it's like the private key will be encrypted, and when you click on the back end, we encrypt that and just sign the transaction. So you see Naira, the machine sees the USDC and all
We're
that.
not seeing
So
your slides, but I think
the
we
business.
get your presentation. So, Miss Alex, do you have something to say before the call ends? Thank you.
Um, Nothing much since everybody just rushed their pitches. So, but honestly, I'm actually wowed with the products I actually saw because I was coming here to see people build interesting stores, but not to the level of what I'm seeing here tonight. So yeah, I wish I was in Futo to actually like see these things in person, to be honest. Especially the hardware projects. Because I think recently I just started venturing into hardware a little bit, and it's just a rabbit hole I've been going through, and to see that you guys are actually um like hard into it, especially those doing mechatronics and all that. It's actually an interesting thing to see. To be honest, it's also good because with the rise of AI, I'm not saying software is no longer a good thing, but the mode of being a software engineer is really not there again. Just give it like one more year and it's gone. So want to see people actually like solve hard problems, want to see people do interesting things, want to see people actually go out there, look at problems in the society, and to say, oh, fuck it, I'm going to actually solve this, right? High agency individuals to people that can actually take initiative of a task and solve it like on their own without anybody trying to like be in the loop and all that type of thing. So I'm actually very, very impressed with what I've seen. Although, like some of you obviously are new to the whole blockchain thing, and you people were still able to like build out interesting stuff. So honestly, as Zubi said initially, when we started Superteam, um, I think I was in Futo as of then. That's when Solana actually entered Nigeria. We kind of had people building from Futo too, but yeah, it wasn't really to the point you guys were actually doing things, let's say generally in the whole country. So to see you guys actually venture into this and do stuff like this, I think is very interesting thing. I could stay here and talk